Hello all, welcome back to Shea with Peg Leg. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for stopping by. Face shave. Ender Speed Razor, which I finally got the adapter. I showed you that one video. I finally got it to stay in. It doesn't come out with just a little tug. So it's secure now. That's the blade exposure, blade gap, all that good stuff. Put it in my cup to warm up. It's December, so except for that Williams shave, because I was trying to use everything old, and thanks to who kicked me in the ass and reminded me that Williams mug soap was made in 1840, not 1849, like I said. Never been the sharpest tool in the shed or knife in the drawer, so thanks for keeping me straight on that. Back to using Silent Night. Every shave in December on the face, not on the head. Using the PAA Starcraft 24 millimeter. Got it whipped up in my Q-shave scuttle. It's all nice and warm. It's all nice and fluffy. Kind of like me, warm and fluffy. Because I got my fan on again. I was starting to sweat. This thing's plastic. It just holds in heat, and I got a lot of heat to hold in. It has to cover a lot of area. Good stuff, good stuff. Love the smell of this. I like the smell of honey. I had Slinger's honey soap. I love the smell of that. And that's what hits me right off the bat is the honey. It's the honey, vanilla, sweet musk, floral jasmine, what's the other musk? Sheer musk. I did say vanilla, did I not? And dried fruits. Dried fruits. I forgot the fruits. Don't forget the fruits. Okay. Here we go. Ender Speed Razor with the $30 adapter that you get from Hendrix Classic and Company. It holds an injector blade in place so you can use this razor and shave with it. That's the one thing that gets me about a lot of these razors, the vintage ones. You see, the only razor I know that does it right now is the one blade. It has their feather. It's kind of like a gem blade without the spine. I don't know if anybody else. Remind me if anybody else uses a proprietary blade. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But there were so many vintage ones that used proprietary blades. The Enders, the Christie. Even the Gem blade to an extent was proprietary because Gem and Everready joint linked up, became the same company. Seagal. Haven't used that razor yet. We will get to it. We'll get to all these razors. There's just so many of them. The Was it the Wade and Butcher? I had to cut the squares out. The Durham. All these razors use proprietary blades. It's like, why? Why'd you guys do that? You really did. It's okay. It's not great. But we got 2 more passes to go, so we'll see what happens. It's a brand new injector blade on there. This is nice and warm. Feels good on a semi-chilly day. I say semi-chilly because it's 64 out. I think it's nice, but some people would consider it chilly. I know a lot of you guys are dealing with snow and freezing temperatures. Probably 64 is chilly. Well, it takes 64 any day of the week, buddy. But for Florida, that's kind of chilly, actually. I hope you've all got your Christmas shopping done, because Christmas is right around the corner. I've got all mine done and wrapped. I'm good. Okay, like I said, this is a brand new injector blade in here, because I don't have an injector razor. And if these blades feel the same in injector razor as they do in this, I'm glad I don't have an injector. It's not uncomfortable. It's just not real comfortable at all. It isn't. You can feel it grabbing the hair and pulling on it before it cuts it. As opposed to, for me, where a regular GE, if it's sharp, you don't feel it grabbing the hair then cutting it. You just feel it right through the hair. This grabs the hair, pulls on it a little bit, then when it gets that resistance from pulling on it, it finally cuts through it. Hang on a second. Nope, not. Oops, went too far. They're just Schick quality known around the world. I think the cardboard thingy it came in was yellow, if I'm not mistaken. They're just cheap Schicks. I didn't plan on using too many of them ever, because I don't have an injector. Well, it got better that time. It did get better. I'm just going with a quick one here, guys, because I got laundry in the washer and in the dryer I gotta get to. Still doing mom's stuff, and I gotta get into her room tomorrow and vacuum and shampoo her carpet before Christmas hits. Even though nobody's going in her room, I still want to just get it done. They're removing her from the hospital either right about now, or they're going to wait till tomorrow morning. They weren't sure yet. And she's going back to rehab where she was before, and the insurance company kicked her out too soon. So she's going back there. But this time the hospital did it right. They're sending her back just on her Medicare, not on the insurance company. So they will keep her there as long as she needs to be there. Because the insurance company sent her home at least 2 weeks early because they didn't want to pay anymore. You guys are getting up there in age, like me. Keep an eye on that stuff and make sure whoever's designated, whichever one of your children or neighbors or friends or family members, whatever, is designated to watch over you if you can't control your, you don't have the facilities to make your decisions yourself. Make sure they know about all the ins and outs of who will pay for what when you have to, because insurance companies, they love to collect, they don't like to pay. I need a complete fourth pass all over. This is ick. I don't know, maybe I had the wrong angle, but either I had the wrong angle or that blade is crapo. Something happened wrong. That wasn't even a DFS. There, that got it. I had to press in a little bit. And I probably had the wrong angle. I probably had it more like this, and it needs to be more like that. It needs to ride the cap more. But every razor is peculiar on what angle they want. So you got to remember that when you're switching up razors. And now there's no history today. There's just some days, guys, where there's not much that happened. I mean, I could tell you about some pope that resigned in 956 AD and to let some other guy be pope. But really, who cares? There's just some days where there's just not a lot going on. I really like the days when there's stuff that's been invented or we got a patent put out for something. Still right here. And right here. What is with this thing? I don't know anything about injector blades, so you guys will have to tell me what are the best injector blades, because I just got these, like I said, I believe the package was yellow, Bix or Schicks. And I figure since Schick invented the injector, they might know a thing or two about making their own blades. But if I end up getting an injector, I want to get better blades for it, the best blades for it, I should say. Can you hear that? It's just running over the top of the hairs. I'm gonna have to let it go. It's not gonna get it. I still got hair. I can still feel stubble through here. I'm not gonna get it with that razor, so I'm just gonna have to let it ride and go with DFS, because it's sure as hell not a BBS. If the Ender Speed Razor works for you, if you have one and it works for you, gives you a BBS, I'm happy for you because it ain't working for me. See, when I do this, I can feel those oils that are in the soap, those butters. I can feel them on my skin. And just let it, for a couple minutes, just let it absorb that stuff. Oh. So my face feels better. It ain't gonna look any prettier, but it'll feel better. See, I can feel those butters, those oils, everything that was in that soap on my skin still. I can feel how smooth that is. And that's a good feeling. I felt like J-Mac there for a second. Look at the forehead. I have to do that because I got to reach the faucet. He has to do that because he can't see to read the screen. So he's got to get in on top of it. But I also had that problem too, J-Max, so don't worry about it. That's why I always say. And I don't wear my glasses when I drive. Because I always say, if you don't like the way I drive, stay off the sidewalk. Your fault, not mine. Okay. We'll go with the box of dice. I got 3 more little pieces in there to use up. A little bit of alum. Oh, alum. About a half a point on the face, which is unusual for me. About 1 point on the neck. So that's telling me, not that it gave me a good shave, because I know it didn't. I can feel the stubble. That it irritated my skin. Probably because as many times as I went over it, geez, trying to get to a BBS. Or at least a DFS. At least now it's DFS. Yes, I like to chase BBS as much as possible, but sometimes you just... My theory is, if you're going to shave, you should come out BBS. And I will chase a little bit for that. But my skin usually doesn't give me too much irritation when I do that. If you have skin that gives you an irritation, if you do that, then don't do it. But if I'm going to shave, I usually like to have BBS, but there's sometimes when you know a razor just won't give it to you. So you have to cut your losses. Which Hazel? That shit's cold. Silent Night by Wet the Face. This is a good scent. It really is, guys. If you want a non-mentholated, non-eucalyptus, non-pine scented Christmas scent, this is it. I'm going to use the Aqua Velva 5-in-1. Get a little bit on my hand. So whatever that aftershave's on my hand, I can get it mixed in with that. Yep, that's good. And that's a good one right there, guys. That's good. $16 a tub. do not overlook Wet the Face. It's good soap. It's really soft, but it spreads out really easy because it's super soft, and you really don't need that much even though it's soft. It blows right up. And I don't ever use more than maybe an almond size or a small grape or a large raisin size. Not even small grape, more like large raisin, almond size bit of soap, and it had enough. And if I had to, I could probably scrape another bit for out of the brush, another pass if I had to. And you saw I did 4 passes, had it soaked into my mustache and goatee, and I was good. And I did a face wash after, so plenty of soap. All right, guys, I gotta go check out my laundry. Put my maid's uniform on. Don't think you want to see that. I won't do any pictures. I won't scare you. It's not Halloween. It's Christmas. All right. Don't forget the affiliate link for the razor company. If you're going to buy from the razor company, use that link. When I get the kickback, it gets the $25 on that account. I buy a gift card, give it back to you guys. We do a drawing for that gift card, and one of you all wins it. All right. I can't be any more fair than that with that. I'm not going to profit off it at all. It goes back to you guys. All right. Don't forget to check out the links to the 4 channels that I'll put in the description box. Let's help boost their numbers the right way so they don't have to spend any of their Christmas money on subscribers. And with that, I will say enough of the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.